question.
I'm on. I'm like, I can't see myself. That's why. Hey, y'all. It's just me today. Welcome to Braids and Beauty. We are here every Monday at 1 p.m. It's just me, Chrissy, the CEO of the brand Cosmo Diva. And today, our topic is we're talking about social media, how I kind of like dominated my lane in social media and some of the things that are required to grow and monetize utilizing social media. So we're gonna play a clip with me talking on live, talking to my audience, just a little small clip of what we're gonna be talking about on the show today. So bear with me because it's not just me. We got my producer here, so y'all know if I need the support, he's there. So let's go ahead and drop the video. In order for me to grow the way I have grown, like people ask me all the time, like, Christine, oh my God, how are you so good? It's not that I'm good, y'all. It's that I learned how to market. I studied Instagram. I studied Facebook. I studied my competitors' movements. Like, oh, she only posts every 3 days. I'm going to post every single day. Oh, she only posts certain times. She always posting a special. Her special runs for 30 days. I'm going to run mine for 3 days. That's just me knowing where I had to learn how to market and get good at it. And a lot of people don't understand, not understand. People think that their talent is enough to take them to wherever, to millionaire status. And that's just not it. Why do y'all think that when celebrities become who they are, they start dibbing and dabbing and everything else? Because they start learning different type of skills. They start understanding like, okay, I want different type of revenue. I want to learn A, B, C, and D. How do you study social media? What do you, classes, always in tune when there's a new algorithm. So when they no, there's no class on how to study social media. So how do you study social media? I study the people. I study the people that's on the platform. So, okay, perfect example. I am able to create so much content on TikTok because so many people got something to say about pricing, people not shampooing. That's right up my alley. I got an answer for everything. You have to, so studying your audience, studying your craft, studying your competition helps you get ahead in social media. So, okay, Instagram will send y'all something that says new feature of Instagram. Y'all will ignore the notification. I don't do that. I look at the notification, I go into Google and I study it. And I implement every new feature. I need to know what works. I need to know what don't work. I need to know what content works. I need to know what content don't work. How do I feel about $500 box braids? I don't know the sizes. What are the sizes? Hey y'all, so we back. Okay, so that was a clip from a live that I did. I usually go live on Instagram, kind of giving tips and things like that. And a lot of people really do not understand how social media works. I love social media. I feel like it's free marketing. I don't understand how come like people are so afraid of it. So I'm here to tell you guys, like, don't be afraid of social media. Social media is a way for you to get exposure, for you to learn so many new things, for you to actually make an impact. I tell people all the time, like, change your relationship on social media, how you feel about it. Like everybody say, oh, social media is just full of drama, is this, is that. It's not that social media is full of drama. You're just putting yourself in front of people that don't serve you anything. So I tell people, be careful with who you follow. Be careful with what you post. Be mindful that just because you go viral do not mean that you're rich. It's things that we deal with in social media, the good, the bad. However, you have to be a person of awareness in order for you to grow and monetize social media like I think it should be used. And you guys can ask me questions too about social media. I know some things like right now TikTok is changing its algorithm. Hey, Amber. It's just me, Amber. But wait, is Mo on here? Oh, she on the plane. She on the plane, y'all. She should be landing pretty soon. But that's how I met Monique. Honestly, I met Mo off social media. Amber, I met you off social media. You make so many great connections utilizing social media, and I think that people should just change their perception on how they feel about it, especially Facebook. People say, oh my God, I can't stand Facebook. I don't like Facebook. It's just too much going on. You just can't consume that. You just have to be very mindful of the information that you consume. And you also have to be mindful of the information that you put out there, because everybody's going to have an opinion on the things you say. So, how I deal with like difficult comments for people who want to go viral, and you're going to get some type of backlash. Everybody has an opinion. So how you can deal with the negative impact or the negative comments or opinion of somebody else is just change your approach on it. Change your approach, change your perception. And when you approach them with compassion. Understand that hurt people hurt people. Hurt people, so it's a lot of them on social media. Social media just exposes people. Social media gives you a better understanding that it's a lot more people in this world that is hurting more than we know. So negative comments, I definitely tell you guys, like, don't be on there arguing with people. They will have you go from 0 to 100 if you allow it. Look at it as engagement. Like, every time somebody comment on your stuff, that's engagement. Every time somebody share your stuff, it's engagement. Whether it's a negative or positive impact or a comment, they're still sharing your stuff. It's engagement. So look at it differently. My boyfriend say all the time, like, babe, I be going through your comments. Like, how do you deal with that? Like, everybody has something to say. It's always perception. Like, social media just give them a place, a bully, a place to be, a bully, a place to have something to say. And if you handle a bully with compassion, they're not going to go to the next level. They're going to either just leave you alone or do away with it. For the most part, I would share my comments in a picture and say, this is one person's perception. This is somebody else's perception. Bottom line is, however you want to run your business and however you want to show up, it's going to be somebody out there that agrees and somebody out there that disagree. So you just need to be secure in yourself when it comes to social media. We talked about the U-Haul girls. Didn't we talk about the U-Haul girls last week, how they went viral? And it was like so much going on with them. Now I think it's kind of like just nobody cares no more. So you will go viral. That does not mean that your viral content is making an impact. It does not mean that you're going to continue to go viral. It does not mean that you're rich overnight. It does not mean that you're popular. Social media just is like, when you're viral, it's like being a new jock or something. Like how everybody wanted to date a football player and be with a cheerleader. That's social media. People want to go viral because they want to be seen, they want to be heard, but there's no purpose behind your content. So when it comes to social media, have a purpose behind your content. Please, please, please. Like, when I started my braiding industry, I didn't consume myself in so much of what somebody else was doing. However, I paid attention to how often they showed up. I paid attention to how often they post. I paid attention to how consistent they was. I paid attention to what they were not doing so that I could turn around and do something, set myself aside. I watched other people. Social media have given me the leverage to really dominate my industry. Like, I just really want y'all to understand how like dope social media really is. Like, even being here on BU, like, we're on Facebook. Like 10 years ago, there is no way you guys would have been able to watch us in your bed, sitting on your phone, and we're able to just show up. Like, this didn't exist 10 years ago. So I definitely want you guys to understand it's fun, it's entertaining. Find things that make you laugh. Find things that keep you interested. Don't get so caught up in the likes and the follows and the Kim Kardashian lifestyle is what I call it, because it will make you feel like you're not giving any type of purpose at all. So I know one of the tips I wanted to give you guys, hold on, for social media. One of the things that social media do for our industry, well, for our industry and for anyone else, is you used to can be able to fake it till you make it, right? That's what they call it. Oh, fake it till you make it. If you don't know how to do it, fake like you know how to do it. You can't do that no more on social media. You got to be honest with your people. You have to say, look, I just finished school. I'm just trying this out. This is my first time. Even when I started coaching in the industry, I'm like, there is no coaches in my industry. I'm still learning. So I'm always honest with my students. I'm always honest with my clients, because I want you to choose to stick with me through the process. I don't want to choose for you. So a lot of the times back then, we would make the decisions for our clients, or well, they would make the decision for their clients or their customers, and never allowing their customers to make the choice. That's how you build your trust relationship. If you guys want to build relationships with your customers, that's how you do it. You give them the option to choose you. You do not choose for them. So always move with an integrity and always communicate to your clients like, look, love, this is my first time. I've never did this before. A, B, C, and D. Make sure you always communicate. Even you're on social media, if you post and someone's trying to contact you, you have to communicate. Like, people's like, oh, just because I'm on social media don't mean I have my phone in my hands. How else did you post on social media? Like, little things like that, we have to be honest with ourselves and properly move with integrity when it comes to social media and properly communicating with your audience. We want people to book us and pay for us. However, we're not treating it with no respect. Like, no trust relationships is what you're supposed to be building on social media. That's what it's for. Give people different type of access to you, so you have to be mindful. I get it. Some people are private, but I tell people, when you run a business, you gotta be a private, public person. You don't have to share your kids. However, if you're trying to attract a mother of 3 and you don't want to share your kids, how does that align with your business? That does not align. So a lot of the times we are on social media and it does not align with who we are. Nobody's self-aware. Nobody understands where they're trying to go. They just want to go viral and be seen. One of the things is a good way to grow is to identify who you are and what you're trying to offer to the world. What's your purpose? Like, why do you want to be seen on social media? What is it going to do for you? Who are you going to impact? I was actually just had a situation. I'm sorry, I'm going to read the comments. I was like, I don't do this, but I have experience here. If you're willing to be, you have to communicate that with people. I had my sister tell me she went and got her nails done by a girl who did not know what she was doing. She didn't communicate that with her. She said, so I felt some type of way, like, why you using me as a model? She's like, even though I understand that, she said, well, she's doing better than me. At least she took the risk. So she's like, she took the risk. I said, take the risk, but communicate the risk that you're taking. Do not take a risk without communicating with your customers. Like, you cannot do that no more. This is not back in the day where you can walk in a shop or just walk in a therapy session and there is nothing out there that exposed that person to, oh, I'm new to this industry. You get on social media, there's too much to compare yourself to. If you a coach, if you a nail tech, it's so much to compare your business to. So you have to communicate that when it comes to you being new to the industry. I am going to allow the producer to come on too and share his thoughts on social media and how he feels social media has changed and impact, or what are the benefits of having social media, because a lot of the times people don't think there's a benefit, and I'm like, how is free marketing not a benefit? We got a caller? Oh, look at me, I got excited.
Not quite, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have some callers call in shortly. What's going on, everybody? Y'all already know what it is, man. Your boy Natrell.com. Social media has definitely been a blessing to me. Before I got sick about a year ago, social media was my way of putting out my music. I did a lot of shows. I did a lot of events. So every day, 3-4 times a day, I was posting. I was sometimes I'd get on there and I would sing. Sometimes I'd get on there and tell people about the event that I got. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I build up my following. Don't allow people to turn it into a negative. That's the biggest thing for me. When you embrace the negativity, then the negativity is going to take you over. Now, I could tell you this: controversy always is going to get you more views, but it's how you deal with it. Sometimes I'll post something and I'll get a couple people on my feed that might say something negative. Now, I can choose to interact with those people and challenge them, and then it's going to be a back and forth. Or I can overlook their comment and I can keep doing what I'm doing, because the bottom line is they stopped what they were doing to interact with you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So you gotta know how to deal with people, and you gotta leave your emotions to the side. We get too emotional. Oh, somebody's trying to diss me. People see the comment. Boom, boom, boom. Well, you know what? For me, I choose not to interact with the comments. Even as you know, being on BU Network, sometimes when we do our shows and we share in the group, somebody in the group might jump on and say something crazy just because they can, or just because, you know, it came across their live feed and they didn't really want to see it. So they'll come and say this sucks or this, you know what I'm saying? I just kindly look over it, go to the next comment, and continue to do what I'm doing. I don't let it take me off of my game, because the bottom line is they didn't have to click on it. The live feed is there. If you don't want to see it, just keep on strolling. You know what I'm saying? You got that finger movement that you could do. Stroll up, stroll down. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely.
Let me ask you this. Dealing with TikTok, which is, you know, TikTok is still very foreign to me. To me, it's like what? Like real short clips that you guys do.
Yeah, it's like, it's real attention span. It's for people with short attention spans for sure. 60 seconds is as long as you can get your content on there. So you got to really keep them engaged. But I do short clips. I try to stick to short clips unless I'm answering questions or trying to redirect somebody's comment, because TikTok is a very, everybody want to be on TikTok. Oh, they so opinionated on TikTok. Oh my God. Like I thought they were opinionated on Instagram. Oh, them teenagers need some mamas and daddies for sure. Because them babies get reckless with their mouth. And I'm like, wow, I've never seen so many kids have so much opinion and haven't even touched the surface of life yet. So I try not to attack them. Like one girl was like, I'm 15 and I braid faster than you. And I was like, okay, keep it up. Carpetono don't hit you faster than me. So, I mean, you're not, like, they try to say things to discredit you and make you feel less than. So as an influencer, I'll come in and say, okay, you can probably braid faster than me. However, you're going to be getting surgery or having carpal tunnel. I don't have that. I've been doing this for 10, 15 years. No issues in my hands. So I kind of use the negative comments and redirect it and try to educate.
Absolutely. Let me ask you this. How do you promote a business on TikTok?
Oh, you gotta post. Oh, man, it's not like Facebook or Instagram. I definitely will say that TikTok will. Hey Kirk, TikTok. Like, okay, so for BU Radio, how you would promote that on TikTok, you would probably have to come in with like a different type of personality, do some skits or something like that. Like, you would have to show them who you are, like who you are, how creative you are with content. And then maybe when you get to like 10K, that's when you drop the radio station on them. Like, you can't sell to TikTok. You can't be like, oh, buy my shirt, buy this, buy that. People who typically sell certain products don't grow as faster if you went on there and you were doing a personality type of skit. You were acting like a host, but then you're acting like yourself talking to the host. You literally have to play two people when you're promoting your work. And then people get invested in those two characters, and now they're like, ooh, what's your radio station about? You know, now they're asking you like, where can I find more episodes of this, or where can I get longer, you know, content of what you're talking about? And then that's when you be like, oh, you know, my radio station, click the link in the bio. You have to wait for them to ask you. You can't just drop it on TikTok and be like, hey, buy my book, hey, buy this, hey, buy that. You have to give them a reason to trust and like you, because when they buy from you, they buy them because they like you and not because you have a good product. TikTok is a whole different beast. It's a whole different beast.
So TikTok is more interactive.
Oh yeah,
is what you're saying.
Yeah, you cannot be lazy. You literally. I just grew someone page to 10,000. Perfect example. I grew her to 10,000 in 7 days. Wow. I handed her back over her account. That was 30 days ago that I handed back over to her. She's still stuck at 18K. And I'm like, why are you still stuck? I get on there. She's starting to treat TikTok like Instagram. And I'm like, love, you can't just post flyers. What are you doing? Like, you have to let them know what you're doing. Go live. Like, you have to nurture them. You cannot just be like, oh, book my class. No, you got to have so much purpose behind why you're on TikTok, because TikTok people will tap out on you real quick. Like, you will grow just as quick as they'll leave you like, oh, I'm no longer interested in her, and they'll leave your content there. So now she's struggling, and I'm like, babe, what's your purpose? Like, you want to book your classes. However, you're not giving them no reason to continue to follow you. Like, won't answer the questions. Like, you literally have to engage on TikTok.
So TikTok is more, like I said, more interactive. And would you feel like it's more video based?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's all video if you ask me. TikTok take so much energy. Like, even when I get home, I'm like, dude, like, I gotta set 2 hours aside to figure out if I want to record. TikTok, it takes energy, it takes creativity, it takes you actually planning and strategizing your content. You cannot just, well, I do content with strategy anyway, but TikTok is real. Like, I want to start doing skits, but I have to write them out. I have to write down what this person gonna say and what this personality gonna say, and then you have to practice it, because you got to show up like it ain't rehearsed. You got to show up like it's natural. So TikTok is definitely, what you asked me, is TikTok, oh, engaged, that's what you said?
Yeah, I'm talking about like with the videos.
Yeah, it's all video. I wouldn't post pictures. When people post pictures, it's like green screen, where they're saying, they're asking you what's your favorite celebrity, or posting their male crushes or their women crushes or something like that. Other than that, it's all video.
No doubt. I was thinking of doing like filming short clips of each and every one of our shows, and putting it on TikTok. You think that would be something that people would? Okay.
That's what Gary V does. So Gary V, he takes his content. Well, he has an editor that breaks down his content, and he has like little emojis popping up. So he'll say something like, just post the content, and then he'll just have like a weird face or something like that shows up with his energy on how he speaks. So that's the same thing Gary V does, and his content is all video based. He has an editor that does all that, so he'll post it on TikTok, and people, of course, they have their opinions. So if you take like a clip of mine and you put it on TikTok, and I'm saying like, people on TikTok just have opinions, here they go, they gonna comment and be like, well, this is what the platform is for, and blah blah blah. So yeah, video is really big on TikTok. So yeah, I think that would be great for you.
What would you say would be the biggest difference between TikTok and like a Instagram, per se?
Instagram get on my nerves with these trolls. I mean, but TikTok algorithm is a lot more authentic than Instagram. Instagram is literally like robotic based. So if y'all ever stroll the For You page on TikTok and Instagram, and y'all see these random things that you ain't never looked at before, like, why is this here? That shows you that their algorithm is not as structured. But if you get on TikTok, what you watch is what's going to show up in your For You page. What you consume is going to show up in your For You page. So they're very strict with their algorithm. That's why, like, my babe will be watching something, I won't see the same thing he see on his TikTok, because he watches different things than I do. He watches a lot of gospel stuff. I don't ever get gospel on my TikTok, ever. That's all he gets on his TikTok. So TikTok is literally like, their algorithm is amazing. And I tell people all the time, like, if you want to grow Instagram, you better off growing your TikTok and leading them over to your Instagram.
Well, I didn't even know you can go live on TikTok. I just thought it was just a whole bunch of videos.
And get paid too.
Wow.
They can gift you and send you money.
Okay. So the paid situation is individuals that enjoy your content, that they can send you money.
Yep. If you go live, you can't go live until you hit 1,000 followers.
Okay.
But when you go live, if they like you, like, they be gifting you, they will pay you, give you some diamonds, whatever. Share your profile. You can grow by going on live. You just, now at that point, you just building a relationship with them. Yeah. Then when you get to 10,000, you get paid through the app for every viral video that you have. So you also can monetize out on that by posting your videos, and every time your video go viral, you get paid. It's like YouTube. It's a baby YouTube. That's what I call it. Baby YouTube.
Okay, let me ask you this. The word viral, I think people misconstrue what that actually means. Could you tell people what that actually means?
Viral to me is something over 10,000. Like, a lot of people, like, viral is like something over 10,000. And that's anywhere. That's any platform. To me, that's what viral means. But a lot of people think, oh my God, I'll go viral. Oh my God, now I'm popular. No, you can be forgotten about tomorrow if you go viral yesterday. You can be forgotten about tomorrow. And that's what I tell people. Once people go viral and they just stop, I'm like, no, keep pushing that content. Keep, like, one of my students posted how you walk out when you pay $1,500 for braids. He knows that on TikTok they have an issue with pricing. Like, they got something to say about how much they charge for hair. So he ended up going viral, and I'm like, keep pushing that content. So then they'll get comfortable and be like, oh, I went viral, never mind. No, keep pushing it. Keep pushing it. Like, your followers gotta be up there. Like, I looked it up. You're considered an actual social media celebrity if you have over 10,000 followers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, do they have like the same concept, like the blue check mark type situation, like Instagram?
You can get a blue check. I don't know how you can get it. I think you got to be like on a radio. Hey, Mo. I know you got to be like on a radio or something like that. You got to be in an article. You just gotta be like published somewhere, and then you can get your blue check. I'm still trying to figure it out because I'm like, I want a blue check. But I know it's a lady from Channel 8. She said her job, she only have 3,000 followers though. She has a blue check, but because she's a news, she's on Channel 8. Channel 8 was able to do that for her. So when you got pulled like that, like you're working for a cast, so it's easy for them to get blue checks because you are somebody that's public and you're in the public. So I do want my blue check though. I'm finna see if the numbers changed. Yeah,
we got to figure out how to get these checks. You know what I'm saying? I need to be checked up in this thing.
Right.
So anybody in the game that's out there, that's watching this show, hit us in the inbox. Let us know how we can get checked. You know what I'm saying? We want to get blue checked real quick. So establishing relationship with your I guess we can call them fan base, or we'll say followers.
Yeah, that's so crucial. I think that's the number one thing people lack. They do not build a relationship with their audience. They have no interest in their audience. They don't even know what their audience do. They don't even know half the people that follow them. And everybody that asks me, like, Chrissy, how do I get 10K? I'll be like, convert the 100 people first. Convert your 100 followers, nurture them first, talk to them first. They can't tell me nothing about the 50 people that follow them, and I'm like, so what are you going to do with 10,000 people? And no one wants to build that relationship because they think social media do give you like that quick like, it's like a quick relationship type of thing, but you really have to go all in with your people in order for you to give them what they need. Like, how you gonna grow if you're not giving the people who follow you what they need? So building that relationship, meaning, are you solving an issue in your industry? And if you are, how many people have you impacted? How many people have DM'd you and was like, you know what, your content is dope? I feel like my content is not doing anything if nobody have left me a comment or DM me and said, Chrissy, your content helped me so much. You are so dope. Thank you. If that content ain't pushing, that means I need to go back to square one. I need to go back into my audience. I need to go back into my comments. I need to go do my Q&A. Like right now I have a Q&A on TikTok. Ask questions, you guys. Make a status and talk about like a like perfect example, Amber, you a self-aware coach, right? We would look up something like, I would say something like, how do y'all feel about Carly B taking back her husband after he cheated on her? Do you think that's a self-esteem issue? A, B, C, and D, because not only are you talking about things that people can relate to, now you finna have content. You're gonna go right back to that post and you're gonna see how many people truly believe that she does love herself and she's a forgiving woman, and you will see how many people say she don't love herself at all because I wouldn't have got back with him,
or she just in love,
or she but
love make you do strange things, and, you know what I'm saying, and you accept people who don't really deserve it, but
absolutely,
you know what I'm saying, that's just that love thing. But
it definitely will give you, your audience give you the content. That's where I get all my stuff from. So definitely build that relationship, y'all. That's the number one thing. People ask how you grow. Build the relationship with your audience. You have to. It's like raising a kid.
Monique Millions is on here. She said you have to be a problem solver.
Yes. Oh my. Yeah. Every time somebody asks me like, Chrissy, can you look at my page? And I look at their page and I be like, what What do you do? Like, let's be clear. Let's be honest. If you were a consumer, why would you follow you? Why would you follow you? Why would you book you? Why would you pay for a service from you? And the people really lie to themselves like, oh, I would book me. Why though? And not because you're a good braider, not because you're fast, not because you're quick on your feet. Why? Like, have you been through anything? Like, a lot of my clients been through divorce. I can resonate. A lot of my clients got 3 kids. I do. 2 boys, 1 girl. We connect on deeper levels than just you being my client. And I told my girls the other day, a lot of my clients are my friends now.
Yeah.
They watch my daughter. Our kids is growing up together. Like, it's so much deeper than you just wanting to take their money.
Yeah. Once it's crazy because my barber, she actually moved to out of state. She moved to Texas, Houston, and that was the barber that me and my kids been with since we, you know what I'm saying, been here in Vegas. So having that relationship with her makes it hard for me to go to any other barber. You know what I'm saying? Not that, even though she's a really good barber, I'm sure there may be a barber that might be better, but they're not going to connect with us like she connected. My kids, you know what I'm saying, they brought report cards and like, hey, we killing it in school. It really created something. My first music video was shot in her barbershop. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
It that type of relationship, with individuals in your field, is important. Especially if it's real. You know what I'm saying? People can only fake it for so long.
Oh my God.
If you really don't like somebody or you really don't care for them, it all really comes out. Yeah.
Absolutely. And definitely, like, one good way to look at it is I done had a thought and it just went away, y'all. Just that fast, Lord. But piggybacking off what you said, that relationship is just creates a loyal bond.
Yeah.
So even if you make a mistake, like, it was an issue with my client a month ago, and she rebooked me, and she was like, that ain't had nothing to do with you. You referred somebody, it didn't go well. She said, this is why I'm always gonna stick with you. I should have just followed my first mind and just rescheduled you. She said, because everybody not in this business to build a relationship. Everybody's in it for themselves. When it comes to your business and your content, y'all gotta stop being so selfish. Like, you cannot be selfish. Like, when you're sharing something, you're in the eyes, other people's eyes is on your platform, so you have to be mindful of that. So when you want something from somebody, what are you giving? What are you giving? Like, we all want money. I want money. I tell people, don't chase the money. Like, what's your purpose? Like, when you posting and you sharing things, is it going to impact someone in a positive way, or is your intentions when you post is to attack somebody? So when we are influencers and we are leaders, we have to be mindful of the things that we say. I used to be I used to be a person that everything was personal for me. Every time somebody says something to me, I'm ready to just pop, like, go off and be like, you don't know me. Now I'm like, you only watch 13 seconds of a video and you know so much about me. It's mind-blowing when you kind of change your perception and change your approach to things.
Yeah.
How you really be like, how the heck do you have something to say about me? You never even shook my hand.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing how you kind of look at things in a different aspect and be like, oh yeah, you going through something. You have to be. So I share my story, I share my process with my clients and my audience, because how the audacity of me to want your money, but you don't know nothing about me.
Exactly.
You don't know none of my struggles. You think I'm perfect. You think I came in this game overnight and I just blew up. No, you got to share your process with people. You cannot get rich tomorrow and all of a sudden want to share your story.
Yeah.
That's not how it works. Don't chase the money. The money will come. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. And that's how people use social media. They use it just to chase. However, you got people out there who are influencers that say, oh, I made $10,000 today. Stop telling people that. You're not telling them that you sell TLC and that you sell purses and you sell press-ons and you sell weave and you sell flat irons. You're not telling them that you got 1 million streams of income. It's the reason why you're hitting that $10,000 a day. That to me, I don't think that that motivates people. I think
Yeah.
it kind of discourages people. And I had said that on my social media, like, why don't we share days that we made only $3,000 a month in our industry?
Yeah.
Why don't we share that stuff? We want to share, and we made $10,000. You are impacting people. You are an influence, so you have to be careful with what you're putting out there. I'm very
Yeah.
careful with that. I don't like sharing numbers. The only numbers I'm sharing is if your social media growing. That's
Yeah.
all I need to be showing. I like receipts like that. I like that your booking site is working for you. I like that your people are actually booking you, and now you're not stressed because you have a process and a structure, and now you can post the content that you need
Absolutely.
to impact your client. I don't care about a $10,000 daily deposit. That doesn't motivate people to me.
Absolutely.
You never know
Absolutely.
how your story can help the next person. That's what it's all about. Exactly. We got to, yeah. And that's what social media is for. It's like a therapy session. Like, you might as well share your story and help somebody. Like, oh, I came through a divorce. I made it. It wasn't easy. Versus trying to share a fake life that other people cannot connect with. Like, I see it all the time, like the fake booties and the fake boot. That's cool and all. But can you resonate to a woman who got one boob bigger than the other? Like, I'm just being honest. Like, realistically, our body parts are not the same.
Yeah.
But according to what some of these people are posting, people are looking at that like, I want to look just like her. She don't look like that. She paid for that. Like, so we have to be mindful of what we put out there and what we consume and receive for ourselves on social media.
I got a comment coming in from one of the other pages.
Oh.
What's your process of figuring out things that you're going to post to keep yourself consistent?
Well, first of all, I have my niche. My niche is very big. So because I know that I am a braider, that helps. So now that I'm a coach, I look at what braiders need. So if I know that customer service is a huge thing, right? I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write customer service on one. I tell people you need 5 pillars. Customer service is one. I tell my girls reviews is another. So I break it down like that. So I'll go into the customer service topic area, and then I'll bullet point. Okay, how to respond to negative clients.
Yeah.
How to respond to positive clients. How to follow up with your clients. It's like you got to break it down because customer service is so broad that it can give you like 30 days of content. So that's how I break down things. Like, I look at what they need. I go into, like, I have a calendar. I have a happy planner. I have a social media weekly planner, and I literally just stick to those 5 pillars, because if you don't stick to 5 things, like, y'all probably like, what is pillars? 5 topics: customer service, reviews, do's and don'ts. It can be branding tips, and another one can be like a picture of your work, basically, is what I tell my girls. So now on Monday, you might use Monday to post your pictures. You might use Tuesday to give tips. You might use Wednesdays to share customer service views. Yeah. I break down my 5 pillars into my week so that I'm not driving myself crazy. The Bible says that we need to be transformed by renewing of our minds. The design dating purpose gives fantastic knowledge of self-discovery and help heal gaps, relationships, and datings and focus. Yep. Absolutely.
You got to put that plug up in there.
I know, right?
Shout out to Malik.
Absolutely.
Truth.
Hey,
Yeah.
Malik. I knew. Yeah, I agree though. Like, I was listening to something that said, like, well, as a woman, I was listening to something. I always listen to something that kind of helped me as a woman, step in, make sure I'm in my divine energy of where I'm supposed to be. And it says that we are naturally creators, we are nurturers, and that's how I look at our business on social media. You are nurturing your audience on how to move with you. It's a relationship that people don't even think is a relationship. Your audience is a relationship. You're building a relationship. People say, "Oh, don't believe everything I post." That's a problem. What do you mean don't believe
crazy.
Everything you post? Like, what does that mean? So
why
you're just
lying?
writing down thoughts, so you're lying.
Yeah.
So you have to look at stuff like that. Absolutely believe what people are posting. Absolutely pay attention to how they're moving, because then that helps you with relationships and making sure you're not moving with the wrong people. People are so just naive to, oh, she was just joking. Okay, half a joke stems from the truth, so let's keep it coming. Like, there's nothing you can tell me that don't say that social media tells me a lot of what I need to know about you. So now I don't really even have to go. Now you can't be in my space.
Yeah.
Because now I know you enough. The same thing with being a hairstylist. When you building a business, you guys, people are watching you. They watch how you respond to people in the comments. If somebody writes you and they say something disrespectful, people are watching how you respond to people. So you have to be mindful that when you are out there in the public, you're exposed. Social media do not change you. It exposes you. That's it.
Absolutely. I think when you put things into perspective, everything, like I've started really using my Google Calendar like crazy. You know what I'm saying? But when you put it to perspective, like, hey, set your calendar, like, all right, at this time you need to post, at that time you need to post, at that time you need to post, and then start preparing, what you're gonna say each time. Like, you know what, tomorrow morning I'm gonna say this, by the evening time or by the noon I'm gonna say this, by dinner time I'm gonna say this.
Absolutely.
Just so you have something to continue to throw out there, that people can interact with, that people can respond to, that creates conversation. I have a friend that ever so often, maybe once a week, he might throw something out there that he knows is going to be controversy.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm that disruptive. It's called disruptive content. That's me right there.
Yeah.
People be like, "Oh, you so controversial." Absolutely, because everybody likes to have something to say, and when we learn that about social media, oh my God, like you just move different. I listen more than I talk. People like, "Oh, Christine, you can go live and just talk.
Yeah.
I'm only going live because I need to see people reactions. I need to know their needs because I need to fix their problem. I need to fix if they having issues with social media. I need to go live, have a topic about social media, listen to their needs and their desires, and turn around and create content from that. You have to be intentional with social media. Like, oh my God, when it comes to talking, when it comes to posting, everybody say, how do you do content? Who are you? That's where your content comes from. Who are you trying to attract? What are you trying to say? So I tell people an avatar. Have you heard of an avatar before? You got to have an avatar. Who is your avatar? Who is your ideal client? My ideal client could be a nurse. She works full time. She got 2 kids. She likes to get braids because she likes to wake up and go in the morning. Literally your avatar. And what's her name? It can be Bianca. So every day you post, you are only talking to Bianca. When you're trying to talk to 10 people at once, you're going to drive yourself crazy trying to figure out what to say to 10 different personalities. Versus I can wake up in the morning and be like, you know what? Bianca probably on her lunch break. It's 12 o'clock. Let me post right now. She might see it. You just have a clarity. If you don't have clarity in who you're talking to, and people want to go so deep with the avatar, it's like, well, what if I don't want to talk to one person? Girl, you're missing what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You have to talk to one person. Right now, I'm not talking to everybody that's on the live. I have a connection with one particular person. So therefore, I stay on topic. I don't get distracted. I don't lose my thought in my conversation. And that's where people mess up with their content. They have no idea who their ideal client is. I don't want everybody. My ideal client for braiders, coaching a braider is someone who's already kind of got her business established, but she's not structured. She don't have a booking site. She don't post enough, but her content is good. That's my ideal client. And of course, her name is Latasha, but for real, in real life, her name is Latasha. She is a braid coach, but she teach braiding. Took her content, she went viral. Now she's able to do classes and things like that. That's my ideal client. So when you know who you're talking to, it's easy for you to create content, and it's better for you to be more intentional with what you're saying, and you just not posting stuff.
I like that concept. I like the concept of having a specific person that you can kind of analyze and put into perspective, like, this is what I need to be talking about with this particular person. And notice, knowing that, hey, you might have a group, but all of this particular group that wants your particular service wants to hear you talk about certain things.
Absolutely.
So once you establish what those certain things are, then you find that particular person who reflects a group, and you give that person the information that's necessary specifically for them. You know what I'm saying? And you build your following up, and you find people that need your service. that desire your service, that desire your information. You know, when you make stuff broad, then you
lose yourself.
Yeah, you lose yourself, and you try to feed a whole bunch of people who don't eat the same food.
Right. It's like feeding your kid. One don't like broccoli, but the other one do. You can't force the other one to eat broccoli. They don't like broccoli. We be trying to force all this information on everybody. Everybody's not ready to receive what we're trying to give. A lot of braiders are not ready to receive the fact that you need a booking site. They'll argue with me up and down and be like, well, I'm booked. You and only taking 10 people a month. That's not booked. That's part-time working to me. But they're not ready to receive it. They're not ready to understand it. So that's not my that's not who I'm talking to. I'm talking to people who's teachable, who's willing, who's okay with change, who like structure. Because when you're not structured, you're not disciplined. When you're not disciplined, you in chaos. And when you in a chaotic life, that's how your money gonna show up. And that's what people do not understand. When you're not structured in your content or your planning, it's gonna show up in your money.
Man, I feel like my other social media platforms is really popping right now. Periscope is going crazy. But somebody says on Periscope, asking a question about access. How much access do you give people when, as far as your clients? Like,
so I share everything. You do have to. So when you pay to access me, there is no limit. So when I'm giving out my gems, that's just who I am. I'm giving it out. However, if you pay to have access to me, because having access to someone is it's a different level. Like, a lot of people don't understand that there's a difference. So my what and my why is always free. My how is what you have to pay for. And how do you determine how much to give? You don't. I don't decide. Like, I had someone try to do that to me, like, oh, you're giving away too much. And when I kind of pulled back on sharing, it made me feel like I wasn't living in my truth. I don't hold back, because here's my thing. Either you're going to apply it or you're not. And I don't feel like anyone can outwork me in what I'm doing right now. So my thing is, long as you secure in your position, it's going to be so easy for you to decide on when to share, how to share, how much access should cost you and things like that. But if you're not clear in that, you're always going to be so indecisive about, oh, I don't want to share this. Why? Like, people are so, like, hands closed. Like, open your hands so you can receive something. Like, so I don't live like that. I don't even think about it. Like, if I want to give you access to me, I do. If I don't, I don't. It's just me being clear in what's comfortable for me.
I think the biggest thing is just be yourself. If you're naturally a giver, then you give. You give of your time. You give of your energy. You give the nuggets, and you give the things that you know that are gonna be able to help people. Now, if that ain't you though, then you can only play the game for so long. But somebody's going to see straight through it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this access depends on you as the individual. Like, everybody may not need to have access to you. You may not be the most friendly person. Giving access to you could cause you to lose clients. You know what I'm saying? But if you're naturally a people person, if you're naturally a giver, if you're naturally, that's part of who you are, then, let yourself shine. Let yourself shine. I have a friend who has a very huge platform and a lot of followers, but she has, like, the most, like, to me, bad attitude you could ever meet. But the people who follow her like that. They like that she's blunt and that she'll tell it like it is, and she doesn't hold anything back, and there's no telling what she's gonna say. But when she says something, it definitely sticks, and you hear her loud and clear. But there's a audience for everybody.
Absolutely.
Right here at BU, I don't control people's content, because everybody's audience isn't the same. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect people who want the information for Braids and Beauty to be on my show. That's my producer, listening to artists. You know what I'm saying? We all have our own audience, and we build our platform based on the individuals that have shows on it. You know what I'm saying? So
stay in your lane.
Absolutely.
I don't think people understand that. Everybody want to drift. Like, stay in your lane and master that first, and then you can plant something else.
Another question from Periscope. Yeah, Periscope is popping right now. What is she saying? When okay, I don't know if that's appropriate. We're gonna go to the next question.
Was it a social media thing?
Not really.
Oh, look, now I'm curious.
Yeah, I'll tell you off air.
Okay.
But
He said, I don't think that's appropriate.
I'll say this, and just kind of pinpointing what this person said. Looking at other people's pages like that do the same thing and taking information off. Like, to me, I don't think that's a bad thing.
No.
I feel like if somebody is putting the information out there, then they're putting it out there for you to take.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
People got to get away from that. Like, who cares? They're not you. Like, there's this braider in Virginia who is extremely intimidated by me, and I'm like, baby, we are two different people.
Yeah.
If you're that afraid that someone's going to take your exact words and overshine you, then you're not securing your position.
Yeah.
You have to understand it's public. And then at the end of the day, it don't fall on you if they're copying you. It falls on them because they lack integrity. They don't have then you're not stimulating your creativity. When you copy, you're blocking your own creativity. So just look at it like that. Like, everybody want to stop. Oh, she copying me. I posted that. Why do you care? Who cares? Move on. That has nothing to do with you. What people do with their time and their space has absolutely nothing to do with you. I do not care if they copied you word for word. You are an influencer, and you are going to be duplicated. They're going to try to duplicate you, however. They can't, but that's what we sign up for.
And the thing is, don't be afraid. Like, what are you scared of?
You at the end of the day, money.
At the end of the day, you putting out information, or you sharing something that works for you.
It's supposed to be shareable content. Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. That ain't gonna make nobody leave you. If anything, that's gonna bring people closer to you because they see that you got something that they can pull from. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna keep coming back to your page if there ain't something that's different from other people's pages.
Absolutely.
And that they can take along with them. You know, anything that I have that I put out there, I want people to take.
Yeah.
I want people to share. If you go on the live, you can go on the live right after me and say the same thing. Like,
it's gonna be still sound different. Like,
exactly.
Like, it's gonna sound different. The tone, like, when it comes to your brand, your tone is different. Your approach is different. How you show up is different.
Yeah.
So they can take my post right now and try to duplicate that same post in Canva, and it's not gonna show up the same as mine.
Exactly.
No matter if they try to take my same brand colors and make it look just like me. You are not me. So we just have to get away from that. That's the whole point of building a relationship with the people that follow you. When they rock with you, they rock with you. It don't matter who steal your stuff because you're building a relationship. They're not. That's the difference.
Yeah, be you. Be you. Be brilliant. Be unique. Be you. You know what I'm saying? Because you have something special that somebody else don't have. You know, and you showcase that, then you'll find your special audience.
Absolutely.
And we are on the time. You know what I'm saying? And it's about that time for us to slide out of this thing, man. Shout out to Monique Millions. She just now getting back into town. You know, the grind don't stop. You know. And you want to tell everybody your social media and how to get in contact with you?
Y'all know Cosmo Diva, everything across the board. If you want to look me up and Google me, you can just type in Cosmo Diva with a Z. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I need to look at Periscope.
Oh yeah, Periscope. Real quick, I just found out that Twitter just bought Periscope.
What?
So now you'll be able to go live on Twitter. Yeah. So
you better take advantage of these platforms. I'm telling you, we're here every Monday at 1 p.m. Take advantage of these social media platforms. Please, it's free marketing. You can't beat it.
Absolutely. if you guys want to get in contact with me, now I don't do anything dealing with beauty. But if you guys want to get in contact with me about music or about possibly doing a podcast or a show here at the BU Network, you can reach me. You can actually, on all of the pages, you can inbox me on those pages. You can also reach me on all of my social media platforms at I am Natrell. Natrell is spelled Natrell. You can see it also under our names. And be sure to be you. Continue to bring good content. Continue to share our content. And we appreciate everybody who supports what we do. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you get the last word and we'll slide on out of this thing.
All right, y'all. See y'all next Monday at 1 p.m. same time. And we're going to go ahead and head out.
All right, let's go.